but he is not remember.
You want to tell us how you're organized? Is there an organization here? Is there a leader? Or?
Not really. We have jobs, but there's no real lead. Like,
we have specialization.
Yeah, like we lead certain jobs, but there is no like one big leader.
Yeah, like we're all equal.
For example, let's just say the job we have.
Lead builder,
lead programmer,
master artist, and assistant programmer.
Lead researcher, and project person.
I was an assistant programmer, and I also was like the webmaster. I worked on the website that we had.
I did the agenda, and I mostly helped out with the research, but I did a bit of everything.
Her official job at the beginning was called the handy girl,
and assistant. And our honorary member was assistant whatever.
Yeah, because
we come up with awesome names for all person.
Yeah. His name was Steven.
He had to quit because he had so much homework to catch up with.
He broke his arm, and he seriously had like, I'm not even kidding, like that much homework after he couldn't do it.
So he had to quit because he had so much.
Yeah. What's the extra goal is the extra?
Example of how you guys solve a problem.
We smashed the problem into bits.
That actually is fairly true, but
we split the problem into the different parts of it. Like for one part, we couldn't figure out how to get the robot to get to a certain part of the field. So we split the problem into two parts, since the research doesn't have anything to do with it really. It was the building, which was Kenta and Esben really, and it was the programming, me and Miles. We had to figure out how to program it to get over, and they had to figure out how to build it to be able to get over. So we split the problem. They figured out, hey, if we get the four-wheel drive, we can get it to go over these yellow walls. And we figured out, well, if we gun the engines, we can get it to go over the walls. So we put those together, and now we have it going over the walls.
Also, whenever we had like a disagreement or whatever, we tried to compromise and add them both together. And we had at the beginning, we made all these like things that we said we're gonna follow. Like every idea is a good idea.
Yeah.
Like everyone's equal. It's not like.
Yeah. Another thing we did for GP was we tried to have GP sessions at the end of each meeting. We also had a point system. Originally points were bad,
but now they're good. What happened was the point system collapsed when there was no official punishment for getting points. And so someone just kept getting points and points and points. I'm not going to say, but then we decided, well, let's make points good, and you get rewards for points instead of punishment for points.
And then what is the reward points?
We got seconds of play. Around the time we got cake, like we got seconds less of cake, we had more than 5 points.
Yeah.
And like
we got an ice cream bar sometimes. For every 5 points you had, you got an ice cream bar.
Very motivational. And also, a lot of times, like at the end of the GP session, we would like say, okay, who did a good job today? Like, what did they do? And like you say, all right, I think Justin worked really hard on the program. I think Esmond was very focused. So I nominate them both for getting a point. And if Giadi and Kenta agreed with me, then they would both get points.
Well,
so
the deal was you had to have one in the group who were there saying yes, get a point. So if there were 6 of us there, you had to have 2 people saying yes, they should get a point. If there were 8, you had to have 3. If there were 7 people, you would have to have 3, since that's less than half, which is 3.5.
We got the idea, guys.
Yeah.
Let's leave that one go. You have other teams in your school? No. You're the team. Huh? Have you been in any competitions before? Is this your first competition?
No, it's the first time. You could say we're a bit green.
So this concept of gracious professionalism, where it really means helping other people out. You know about that?
Yeah.
Do you have an example of how you might have done that?
Well, I know for a fact that Jayati was really helpful for me because I would like usually like spend the entire time like typing and I'd just be like, oh my god. And so Gianni would sometimes like come up, she would cheer me up, like she would bring me like snacks, and then like she's like, here, I'll type for a little bit, you can take a rest, and like it was just sort of like that, like people like did stuff that we weren't required to do, but it was really nice of them for like. So that's what happened. Like Gianni was really nice to me, and like we all were like, here, let me do this for you and stuff, and that really for me was like the best part about it. It's like we were all nice to each other.
And also, like when we were programming, if someone was doing like the program for a long time and they weren't sure what to do, someone would come over and we'll switch and like we'll give other teammates good ideas, like how could it improve, or but it wasn't like critical. It was just a suggestion.
And you're presenting here today for the competition. Have you thought about presenting to your classmates in school, or will you go back and do something as an extension of today in your school community?
We are writing, well, I originally was going to write, Justin is going to write an editorial about,
In the school newspaper.
yeah, in the school newspaper about crosswalks.
Which is our transportation.
Yeah.
choice.
So, yeah, I was originally going to write it, but then I switched to another topic, so Justin, thank you very much for doing this, wrote it. And so, yeah, that's kind of sending it, because people will read, like, that way parents are going to know it, and so, yeah.
Spreads to a lot of people.
Well, also that the principal of the school, he found out about this and he's thinking about doing it for like a school team now also.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even know
Wait,
that.
Either that or you forgot it.
You just told us now?
No, Neil's totally
Oh, I probably forgot it.
Most of us did.
Shannon Middle School.
But the school doesn't sponsor.
No.
Yeah,